Chat, can you see them? Are we live?
No, am I here? Am I alive? How about piss on the laptop and now it works?
They're telling how my
Yeah.
My mic's a bit low. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I've been trying to. I'm just gonna. Oh, VchiBan died. Where'd they go? To heaven?
Uh-oh.
This is gonna be a mess. Hi everybody. Hello. Welcome in. Hi everybody. Welcome to the Ghost Stream. I have here a my water in case things get out of control. I am a grown adult. I am a trained firefighter that just has Navy.
You made me jump around.
No.
I hate this. I just saw you dancing on me. This sucks.
What do you mean?
Welcome everybody to the Campfire stream. Joining me the VchiBan, Buff Pup, Rose, Shia, and Candii. Hi everybody. Hi. The disclaimers. Okay. Little anticlimactic there. Hi. We got like 40 stories. We probably won't get through them all. So thank you for submitting. We're trying to get through as many as we can. There we go. And I am drinking mead. Yes, I am drinking, I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is the mead that I made from Mountain Dew. We have a few traditions here. This is our second year doing this. No matter what we read this evening, you have to read it as it is spelled.
Oh.
I love that. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so we have a lot of submissions.
Yes.
No matter what, you have to read as it's spelled because last year we basically read Braille at one point. For the four of you, my question for you, are you believers in the paranormal, the supernatural, the ghouls, ghast, spirits, specters, phantasm, macabre? And if so, which apparently no, do any of you have your own personal scary story before we get started?
I paid my taxes this year.
Oh, that's good. That's scary.
Wait, did you hear my story about the Queen Mary?
Everyone gets some clappers. I have not heard this.
You know the app that you use on your phone, how there's like a later version of it, but that developer who makes that stuff is making it like seriously, like it's meant and for as well as the phone can pick up on things. It's not made as like a joke or like a gimmick thing. Right. Like on your little phone app thing. I was using the one that just, randomly says words every now and then. We were in the base of the ship. We were in the engine room. There is no signal. My phone is in SOS, has no clue where it is. It's like God. Like there's just no way of like knowing position or anything like that. But anyways, before we got down there, we were told this big old story how one of the most infamous unfortunate deaths upon the Queen Mary forever ago was that a younger crewmate, I think he was like only 18 or 19, got stuck in between one of the doors that close with like, what is it, like 16 tons of pressure? So we're there with our whole group. The whole group goes ahead after we walk through the area where it happened. Buff and I stayed behind and we went into door number 13 where he unfortunately passed away. And I pull up that app and I put specifically on the one that says random words, could be anything. At one point we were in the elevator and it just said refrigerator. We all laughed. It's funny. It's great. And when Buff and I were standing there, everyone else was gone. Couldn't hear them. Couldn't see them. Yeah. We were standing in the doorway and I'm like, let's give it a shot because we were walking around streaming. Like, let's just give it a shot of just like, hey, is anybody here? Can I hear it? Can anybody hear me? Does anybody want to, say anything? Now is your chance. It's just the two of us. It's quiet. It was quiet for a second, and then my phone said one word. It said, Jonathan. And we're like, okay, ooh, that's creepy. It just said like a name. And we're like, wouldn't that be like crazy if that was like, the name of the guy or something? Like we didn't hear. So we catch up to the tour guide with the rest of the group. And I said, hey, can you tell us the name of the guy? And he's like, no, we can't do that because they still have family that's alive and they just don't like us sharing his name because they don't want connections and coming back to it and blah, blah, blah. Well, after I got to a place with a connection, I was able to Google on my phone what his name was. And I went up to our tour guide, Finn, and I told him, I said, hey, I just want to let you know, I wasn't able to look this up because obviously no reception. I have no clue. I just got up here and just looked it up. I want to let you know that my phone said one word and it said Jonathan. And I saw the pupils in this guy's eyes get so wide. I genuinely scared him. And he said, don't talk to me about that ever again. He just walked away because the name of the guy that unfortunately passed away in door number 13 was named John. And out of everything that the phone could have said, Papa, that is, to me, and you and me who have gone to spooky locations before and done so many, BS, that just genuinely confuses me. Like, that, I still think about that. I try not to think about it too much because I'm like, what the F? Like, it would be fun to put in like a geocache thing where like it was just kind of picked up on areas you were and could say something that made some kind of sense, but nothing makes sense.
Have you tilted on the side of a believer now? Is that what I'm hearing? Ooh,
I don't think so. But like, I can't explain that.
I want to go really bad. I want to go to that ship so bad. I'm
great.
so
Dude,
jealous.
Rose cleaned like the entire area while you guys were talking. It was crazy.
What? Oh, did Rose
Yeah.
do? Thank you, Rose. Rose did not believe at all, which is unfortunate. Even a little bit, Rose?
No. One time when I was a kid, I thought I saw a ghost outside, and then my dad yelled at me and was like, "Go to bed, Rose," because he saw me looking out the window, and then I was like, "Okay," and then I never thought about it after that.
Buff, what about you?
Yeah.
I'm at 80% non-believer, and then I'm like a 20% believer because I just believe that we're too stupid of humans to not have anything else happen in the world. I think it would be like neglectful to think that we're the only thing that exists. So, and like that's counting ghosts, aliens, whatever the fuck. Like that's counting everything. The only like quote unquote experience that I've ever had was when I was like hanging out with my sister. I think we were like 6 or 7 or like whatever. We were playing hide and seek under my grandma's table. She was sitting on top of the table and I was below the table, and I was hiding, and I went to go look up above the table, and then when I saw her above the table, there was like something that was on the ceiling fan. It was like a face, like it was like something looking over the ceiling fan. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And I went under back to the table, and then I went and looked, and then she was there and nothing was there, and I was like, wait, am I freaking out? I don't know if it was a dream or if it was like me just pretending, or like because I was like 6 years old, so like I don't know if I was just like having a wild imagination because I saw a weird shadow. Nothing like Shia's when I was there with Shia, that was like the one where it happened as an adult where I was like, holy fuck,
you saw it all.
Really
we
gross.
remember it.
That's
There's no way
cool.
I'm gonna like misinterpret details because I was like a kid or anything. It's just like that's why I'm like, that's really weird.
Okay, and then Candii, are you a believer?
I think when something really bad happens, specifically with people, but could be animals, I don't know. There's like anything that happens to a living thing leaves some kind of vibe or something. Because I think that people are able to pick up on like if a location has something off about it, and it's like
true.
it's not like there's just something. So I think there's got to be something to it. I will say the Queen Mary in general fucked me up the whole way through. The whole thing like made me very physically unwell to be in the whole time. So that's like its own separate thing. Yeah.
If I could be so bold, as a professional ghost hunter who I don't believe at all, you're not used to these places. They're new places and they're just gross and death has happened. You're always going to feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. but I think it goes beyond that, like places that aren't recognized as being like tourist trap ghost spots. I think there's just a vibe that places get when bad things happen to them. So which is like could be people dying or whatever. Humans have some kind of sensitivity to something going on, and I don't know if that's like, I don't necessarily believe, I don't know. I don't know how to quantify it.
There's something in the air. I'm just going to ignore what they're doing. There's something in the air.
I like the one chat that just says, I went to Pizza Hut and that felt gross. Yeah, it's like
I will share with you, I don't believe in ghosts. However, the most recent ghost hunt I went on to with my girl Doris, may she rest in peace. I'm telling you, we tried to record it. In corner of my eye, I thought I saw the tall Paul looking around the door frame like that. And I thought he was looking at me the whole goddamn time we were in that workshop room. Turns out I didn't see shit on camera, so, trick of the eye. But that shit was gross. But I don't believe in ghosts. I think ghosts are... But yeah, tonight, with these stories, this could change. I don't know. Let me grab a stick from a nearby branch, and then we get started on some s'mores.
Stick?
Let me just...
I want a stick.
Your turn now, Rose.
This is my house now, bitch.
You know?
I thought that looked nice.
Yeah,
All
what
right.
the fuck? Is that even legal?
Before... Well, so I got
God,
my
don't sit on me.
stick.
Don't. No, get me away. Ah!
We gotta tear down these side trees anyway before the landlord comes, so...
Ooh, I like burnt marshmallows.
I like them
I like when
too,
they're almost burnt.
Instead of Hershey's chocolate, which is the
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
chocolate, I'm using Reese's as my chocolate.
You're so
okay.
based for that.
Shia, while I roast some marshmallows on the Barbie, go ahead and read the first one for us.
This is from Silas Whitefang. Their scary story is, I was in a strange room full of portraits. When I awoke, there were only windows.
Okay, so you're scared of yourself.
Is that it? Is there more?
No, it's
That's it.
yeah. No, I feel like it's like they kind of they did it as like a one-sentence horror story. But anything else that you'd like to say to us? And it says, "Keep your stride and protect your smiles, guys."
Aw. Wait, I like that.
Thanks, Silas.
Thanks, Silas.
I want them to protect my smile. I can't protect it.
And also, as per tradition, chat, the first s'more of the year. Here we go. Let me get that here.
Can you
guys
eat
go.
that?
You guys-
Ooh, wait, hold on, wait. I gotta put Rose on it. There we go.
Yeah, you go, Rose.
Good.
Rose, since you're eating what the fuck? You're up.
Eating ass.
I mean, if you're offering, big boy.
Damn, bro. Come with your ass.
It's been a long week. Oh, this is awesome. All right, Rose, you're up.
I
You
got
get the next
something
one.
long for you. I mean, what? Okay,
Okay.
sorry. All right, this one
Bye.
is from Icy, and it says, and they said, I am a clairvoyant, which I don't know what the fuck that is.
What?
So I can hear HERE and see spirits. I often hear my name being called, being scratched, cold spots, and feeling like I am being touched. Oh my god.
Lucky.
I used
But
the
nothing-
right here immediately after using the wrong here.
I know. But nothing beats seeing a little girl around 3 or 4 in a burnt dress calling out for her mom. She's been with me ever since and is a sweet girl. She doesn't talk as much because the other spirits around me block her. Oh my god, like on Discord?
Wait, what?
But I have heard her voice a few times while using
Get
one of my
fucking
ghost
blocked.
apps.
Wait.
I don't fully know what happened to her as she won't talk about it, but I know she is always around me even if she doesn't show herself or say much. I just hope I can at least bring her peace. So you have a ghost
You have a
child.
ghost?
Wait,
you have a
okay,
ghost
wait.
child?
Do you believe in clairvoyance or do you think it's schizophrenia?
Whoa.
Because that's my thing. I'm serious. I'm like honestly serious. I'm like, I think that sometimes people are like, I see this person next to me, and I'm like, okay.
Wow, this is a
have you
good looking
been checked?
marshmallow. This is a sick marshmallow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
They said that they can hear and see spirits, but then they said that they specifically use ghost apps, which I would imagine that being clairvoyant, you wouldn't need that.
Right,
And then-
exactly.
Right.
So here's
It's a
the
fair
she's with
question.
them,
nice
but
and
she
burnt
doesn't
for you,
show
Chad.
herself. So
I'm
what's
just,
Oh, damn.
get your
And then
I,
they
I-
said,
boss.
anything else you'd like to say to us was, I have way more stories than this. Is just the one I always tell first.
I will say to
Yeah.
answer Buff's question, I don't believe in clairvoyance, but not because I don't believe this person doesn't believe. I just, listen, I've been around the block. There's been so many fucking scammers and like liars in the clairvoyancy. Like, it's hard for me to take you seriously when everyone's like, remember the chick from Toys R Us? That one lady that went in there and like, there's someone died here in the Toys R Us? That's the reason I don't believe that shit. It's like, nah, too many liars, too many stinkers.
I just don't get
Yeah.
what they mean by other spirits blocking her. Like, this,
I
what
think-
the fuck is that?
Maybe
Shouldering
stronger
them out.
ones that are
Oh.
louder or able to push her out of the
Oh,
way.
they're punting a child. Okay, that's
Could
funny.
be.
No, that's fair.
Ah.
Yeah,
Me
I agree.
personally
That's
would be
fair.
upset if there was a ghost child following me.
I think it sucks because I'd hate to like live my life with a child. Like a child is behind me, dude.
You're so mean.
No, I'm not saying the story sucks.
You're
I'm
so mean.
I'm not saying the story sucks. I'm saying having a ghost child behind me just being a fucking creep.
this scenario. sucks.
I'm like trying to plow Shia, and then like they just see this ghost child come out of the door with like a sandwich. I'm like, okay, well this sucks.
I read an article about how bad of an investment children are.
That's cool, Candy.
Based.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think
Didn't
Candy
Michael?
should read the next one.
All right, Candy, you are up the next
Buff,
Yeah.
one.
read the next one.
No, wait, what? Okay, whoever gets the next one, I don't
Buff should
mind.
read the next one.
Candy.
Sure.
Go ahead.
No, Buff, you should read this one.
Why? Because you don't have the thing up?
No, I'm looking at it. I read ahead, and it's about a kid that was 9 and went on a camping trip, and it just has your energy. That's why I was
No.
like,
All right.
We were on a camping trip when I was 9. I had to go use the restroom in the middle of the night. So I got done with my business, and on the way back, my flashlight just straight up stops working. So
Yeah.
I'm already stuck in the middle of the woods with no light and an overactive imagination. The scary part was when I heard a shrill shriek, like a baby screaming, and I booked it.
It's a
I
fox.
eventually made it back. I think so, because the
Yeah.
foxes do that.
Yeah.
And it was only after I was older that I found out that a native to the area are fisher cats who sound like human
Yeah.
screams. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
they are
I-
But I could
gross.
see,
Yeah.
I could see how that would be scary then when you're younger and you're like in the middle of the fucking woods, and it's like that would suck.
I actually
Yeah.
fuck. I actually fuck with this story hard because this one's the most relatable to me. Because if I was in the middle of the woods, no flashlight turning on, I heard like a. Because animals sound awful. You ever heard elk? An elk in general? Awful
Yeah,
noises.
they go.
Yeah, they go.
That's what they do. It's fucking It's
So-
awful.
Like I know,
Oh, yeah.
rationally, I know it's like a cat or something, but I don't care. I'm gonna leave the woods. That sucks. All right, I like that one. Candii, you had this one. Then I
Wait,
love
what about the
marshmallows.
fun? What about the anything else you want to say?
Oh, anything
yeah,
else you
something
want to say optional? Fun fact: the giant horse conch weighs about 11 pounds.
That's
Yeah.
true. The horse conch?
I don't know.
It's like a giant conch.
Chad, is
like,
that true?
it's
Are there
just
conches
big.
that are 11 pounds?
Yeah, they're
Chad,
big.
Yeah. Chad's looking up conches all day,
Shia
baby.
knows anything horse related.
No,
I'm
horse
just saying, I
conch.
know the horse conch. I've seen it.
that?
Yeah, yeah. Have you?
Yeah.
Did you know in
Yeah.
14th century London they had all the whorehouses had to be on Cock Lane?
What?
They're only allowed to have whorehouses on a place called Cock Lane.
Okay.
It's outlawed in
Wicked-
outlawed in the rest of London.
Wait, does
Candii-
Cockland still exist?
That
Chaddy,
was
what are you
just a fun
talking
fact.
about?
Can I visit Cockland?
I'm at Cock
Lane.
Lane every time I go to Pride. Well, thank you for that, Candii. It is your turn, by the way.
Okay. Spell Shot Miller is their name. When I was 4 years old, I was grabbed by a ghost.
Candy fart
My-
on marshmallow.
Stop, don't. I took it out real quick. Don't. You were saying?
My grandparents' house. That's not the right way to spell. By a ghost named Paul. Paul died in
Paul?
the house due to an unfortunate event. This is my story about
Yeah,
my
it's
first
a
time
it's a
meeting
gun.
Paul.
That's the
And
that's the
here's what
unfortunate
happened.
event.
Dude, this is written so dramatic. I was coming up from the basement with my grandma when I was grabbed. Before I was grabbed, the ghost says, "Please don't leave me." I turned around to see a man that had blood on his work boots.
Oh my God,
blue
a
jeans,
man.
blue flannel shirt, and a
That's the
white
part that bothers
undershirt.
you.
When I turned around
I
to
would be
start,
scared too.
when I turned around to start going up the stairs, I tripped going up the stairs, and that is
Oh
when
my
he
God.
grabbed, and then a bunch of spaces. Man's hand felt cold, like ice cold. He keeps saying, "Please don't leave me." I'm trying to break free. I'm trying to scream for my grandma, and nothing is coming out of my mouth.
That sounds
The
like
man-
a dream, but sorry, keep going.
The man is not pulling me back into the basement yet. A bunch of spaces.
What?
The back door opens up. The basement,
as it does, as it
there's
does.
4 spaces.
Oh, my
Yeah.
chocolate.
The back door opens up. The basement and the back door face each other, and my uncle sees me laying on the stairs. He comes down to where I'm at on the stairs, proceeds to pick me up, and that is when the man starts to pull on my ankle. My uncle says, "You
Oh
are
my-
heavy for a little kid." Well, my uncle
Ew.
can see the man at the bottom of the
What
stairs.
the fuck? Dude,
A bunch of
What an asshole!
you're kind of a
My
fat ass.
That's the real ghost right there. Sorry, go ahead, Candii.
My uncle puts some muscle into it this time, and the man lets go of my ankle. I look into the basement to see the man fade away, hearing the last "Please don't leave me." It was very sad sounding this time.
Aw.
I think it was the fat comment.
Right.
This is-
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's like,
crazy.
damn, you're a heavy bitch.
Damn, you're fucking heavy.
I know it was supposed to be dramatic, implying like, yeah, the uncle's having a hard time pulling you up but it just read like,
I know.
it's like unrelated. Like, oh, and by the way, my uncle fat shamed me. Oops.
Is this all recollection from when they were 4 years old, or
No.
did someone say, "Hey, this is how this happened"? Because it just sounds
well-
like this is what they remembered.
Now, Candii,
And
are there
I'll
additional notes?
be real. There used to be a show called "The Kids Say the Darndest Things," and I
Yep.
just don't believe
Yeah.
children at all.
This happened 33 years ago, and every year I tell this story about Paul. What?
Alright.
That was
You're
sen-
37
I
years
was
old.
the only person to ever see Paul too.
Okay.
Other family members experienced stuff happening in the house.
I've got memories when I was
How
like
did I know his
4.
name was Paul?
That's a good question. How did
I
they
don't know.
I wish there was like more context, like how, like, oh, by the way, we looked it up and his name's Paul, and there was a guy that died here. I like the story. I think it's yucky. I just need, I don't know. I would love more.
Well, this also just says like I'm the only other person that ever saw Paul, and then other stuff happened in the house, but they don't mention what kind of other stuff happened.
Yeah, I
Do
think
you
I
think
was.
when they
Scary
first showed
stuff.
up, they just went, "Hey, I'm Paul. Please don't leave me." By the way,
They
Oh,
didn't say scary stuff. They just said,
"Hi, I'm Paul."
hi, I'm Paul.
Line.
Sorry, my obligatory chat. I got you guys because chat. I like to consider. I don't like to give. Here you guys go. This is half the fun. Little s'more for you guys. Here you guys go. Yeah.
Oh, yummy.
yummy.
This is from Airberry438. Everyone say thank you, Airberry. Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Barry.
As a child, I was raised with old fair. Very recently, I spent some time in old Let me start over.
Old
This is
fairy?
Hold on, gang. Let me start over. I didn't
you
finish.
Dude, this is copy and paste. I didn't
you
change
say
anything. That is it.
Let me start over, gang. As a child, I was raised with old fairy. Recently, I spent some time in an old house in the countryside, and I have to say that there's some whispers and door slams. I'm still trying to explain away the spookiest being a raspy, quiet voice that sounded like it was gross. Fair. All right.
Gross.
Yeah, no, that's fair. This was an old house that belonged to the family, so I wasn't anywhere I shouldn't have been.
What I think they need to explain is why they're randomly capitalizing every other word.
I don't want to say it, but
child, fairy,
yeah.
house, countryside, whispers. I'm so confused. Why
Is it a secret message?
Now
I started writing it out, but it's not. I started writing out all their capitalized messages. I was like, wait, maybe they're cooking.
I started doing that too, stop!
You guys are
fucked up.
freaks. This is why I can't play board games. You guys are too smart. I do have a problem.
We played too many board games.
In fairness, I do like Leave because it's gross, but I would like to read the anything else like to say to us because it's kind of fucked. Hi everyone. I hope you're having fun with stories. I also hope Candii, Buff, Shia, and Rose are doing well. Remember to drink plenty of water. And not me.
What
no?
about Papa?
And gang, and also
Give
Papa,
fuck
right?
Papa.
And Papa, eat another s'more.
Yeah, eat
Oh,
that
well,
s'more.
I mean, it's the ghost of the last story where it's like, eat the s'more fatty. I'm like,
I do have water though.
Reese's are so much better than Hershey's, dude. I'm telling you, s'mores are better with Reese's, on God.
No, it's true.
They put a
Who's still-
chemical in Hershey's chocolate to help it with transportation, which then ferments and turns into a bile-like flavor.
Ew.
It basically kind of soft processes while it's being transported.
That's fucking
Candii
disgusting.
Candii reminds me of a person I served with the military who would just have neat random facts. Because there's two types of random
That's
fact people. Right.
That's
There's one person who has random facts who's just like, yeah, we know. But then there's one person who's like random shit like, oh, I didn't know that. Candy's the latter, and I appreciate that about Candii. I appreciate it a lot. I'm like, oh, thank you. I actually didn't know that. That's kind of neat.
Hey, Papa, what are the guys on the chair next to you doing?
Fucking.
Okay, I'm gonna have to move
That's what I was wondering too.
They're not
Because someone in
fucking
chat said, "Is Mr. Bones boning Mr. Scarecrow?"
No, okay, so here's the order of
Now it's like a
operations over here.
chocolate party.
He's my first little guy. Anya ate his hand. That's why he has to lean. Then there's Mr. Scarecrow. Mr. Scarecrow is my first animatronic. He actually lights up and scares kids, which was really fun last year.
That's based.
I know, it's great. And then in the middle there is Mr. Wolf. And a few months ago, I went on a trip with some friends, and Mr. Wolf is the first plushie that has ever been won at one of those arcade. No one's ever won me a plushie before, and my friend won me a plushie, and I'm like, this is gonna be in my life forever. It's my first one I've ever gotten one for me.
They sound fucking awesome.
They were the best person ever.
It was a really, really cool affair. And I'm very, very blessed to have them in my life because that's my little guy. No one's ever won me a plushie until that day. But that's not scary. What'd you say, Candii?
That's so you, Papa. You're just a big softie.
All right, well, I'm gonna suplex you into
So
the
are
ground.
they dating or what?
Okay.
Yes,
Mr. Wolf is my goat.
Mr. Wolf's my goat. Oh, yeah, here we go.
It's Spezwaza.
Okay.
Very scary
Spezwaza.
story. We used to live in a finished basement apartment in the house of a friend of my mother's.
Can I interject real fast?
Yeah.
If this is the Midwest, as a Ohioan, every single basement is haunted. So if this story takes place in the Midwest, it's haunted. I'm just I swear to God, that's just the case. And if you are in the Midwest, and Midwesterners, you know, every basement out this bitch is haunted as fuck. It's so scary and so gross. Sorry, continue. I just want to make that anecdote real quick.
The little storage/furnace room had a cracked window and a very lightweight door that opened inward. So if you left it open, sometimes the wind would catch it and slam it shut. One day, during a power outage, the house's owner's two youngest daughters, who were around my age, came down with a friend they had over and a Ouija board, asking if I wanted in on the seance.
All right, God damn it. All right. Here we go.
Power being out and all, I was bored and said, why not? Right as they get to the spirits make yourselves known bit, with perfect comedic timing, that aforementioned door slammed itself shut. All three of them ran shrieking up the stairs while I fell over and damn near pissed myself or blacked out laughing. Closest I've had to an actual spooky experience.
That sounds fucking fun, though. That just sounds like a fun. Sounds fun.
What about the rest of it? The other part?
Anything else you'd like to say to us? It says, Shia, you're too hot and I can't cope. frankly, I'd like an apology for it.
Shia,
Yeah,
this
Shia. Apology.
Yeah, apologize.
Shia,
No
apologize.
apologies. No,
Get on your
no
soapbox.
apologies. No apologies.
He's standing
Damn.
up. No apologies.
None.
He said,
That's
fuck
funny as
you, I'm
fuck.
hot as hell and you're gonna
I'm
deal
not-
with it,
there's
bitch.
no apologies. I can't give any of those out.
We tried complimenting
Yeah, he's taking his
him
nipples
before the
out, he
stream
won't
and wouldn't
apologize.
accept
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You want to accept the fact that he's gorgeous? Is that what you're saying, Candii?
I was giving him a bunch of compliments and he just kept saying no.
Yeah.
I hate Shia.
Bad
Dude,
habits
True.
and
Hey, gang, I hate Shia. That guy say that guy. He never takes comments. I hate that guy.
Shia's like, I knew it.
Join a joke
I
like
know.
Sean in this instance because I
Everyone's
stand
just
for
randomly saying
Shia.
it.
He gets depressed too easily. My rabbit. He's gonna die.
Let me show you my inspiration for the campfire stream. I'm trying to simulate what it would feel like with all your bros in the backyard shooting the shit, and Shia getting depressed over Candii is peak. It's like
It
they're
is
here with me.
perfect.
It's like they're a part of this. Knowing Shia's tearing up, it brings me joy.
I can't see if Shia's crying or laughing in the corner.
It's fine.
Wait, Shia, can I try to make it up to you?
No.
Okay. I believe it's Rose's turn, right? Oh,
This
fuck.
one is from your dad. Call me, by
Okay.
the way. He said, this happened a couple of years ago.
Okay,
I'm not
Dad.
going to do that. It was only me and my dad in the house. The other half of my family was away traveling, so we essentially had a guy's weekend. After
Okay.
a night of watching Law and Order and downing some good-ass burgers, we
That
both
rules.
hit the hay early.
Fuck,
I
that
stayed up
rules.
in my room past midnight watching some poorly edited World War II documentaries when I heard footsteps from out in the living room.
Yo.
They came a knock on my door, and it quickly opened to reveal my dad. He asked me what I was doing. I told him I was obviously watching TV. He then corrected himself and asked why I was poking my head out like a weirdo through the doorway of his bedroom. I raised an eyebrow, assuming my dad was losing it. I told him I'd been in my own room the whole time, and his entire face shifted. We
Awful.
both stared at each other, and we were
Awful.
tempted to just argue it, but instead, we went through the whole house, turning on all the lights in hopes of catching whoever's
Awful.
peeping Tom might have been.
Oh,
No
that
results came
sucks.
up. We were stumped and
Ew.
secretly shitting ourselves, but
That
reluctantly
sucks.
turned in for the night. We still can't explain what happened, but we prefer not to. My dad slept with his door closed for several nights after that, and they also wanted to say, "You're all cutie patooties. Thank you for being awesome streamers."
That's
That-
scary
thank you so
because,
much.
like, as a kid, if your parent was
Yeah,
like
I
terrified,
was
it's
thinking the
kind of
same
like it makes
thing.
you
Mhm.
terrified. Like,
Oh
ew.
my god!
Yeah.
If my mom came in saying, "Hey, was that you sneaking around my corner?" I'd be like, "Hey, no, that sucks." If we were like doing like a con, and one of you guys were like, "Hey, Papa, why were you in our closet last night?" Other than jerking it, I'd be like, "I was not."
Yeah.
That would. I think when
Mm.
people tell me I was there, that scares me way more than like actual ghosts.
That's scary because that could be very situational. Of like, there's nothing scarier than finding someone in your house. Like that's gross. Oh.
Ugh,
Yeah.
Not,
I also
not
think that
even-
it was scary that he was interacting with his parents. I think that's pretty scary.
Yeah,
Buff
well.
has. Hi everybody. Welcome to the Buff Trauma stream where we just talk.
Oh wait,
No.
wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
oh,
we're coming back. We're coming back. Buff trauma dumping broke the stream.
Classic.
Boy, howdy.
Guys. What the?
You dripped it on Candy's leg. That's so
Sorry,
fucked up.
Candy.
You have to clean that.
That's for a different stream, Rose. Who's next, by the way? I think
It's Buff.
My wife.
Me.
my wife.
So I lost my mom 10 years ago. Sad, rip, sorry.
Who
and
is
I
this?
think
Or
she-
are we just hopping in?
Oh, sorry. This is it's El Guapo.
Hey,
Hey,
F's in chat, and also may she rest, but continue.
I think she lingers in the house a while since she died suddenly. So one day my cousin from out of state visits and is talking to spirits, the afterlife, and my mother. Suddenly
Okay.
in the room, we got a smell of my mom's perfume out of nowhere. My cousin
Aw.
also smelt it and said that he's never smelt it before in his life, but I recognized it immediately and said, "My mom is here and she's with us right now."
Aw.
And he got pretty spooked. Another time, a friend came to visit and we were talking in the living room, and my friend mentioned missing my mom since this was few months after her passing. We were talking about my mom. Then suddenly in the bathroom, probably about 12 feet away from where we were sitting, we heard a click of what sounded like a light switch, and then a fan in the bathroom turned on with the light. The light switch and the fan weren't both on before this happened. We were the only ones in the house at the moment, and my mom passed away in the same bathroom when she was very
Aw.
sick. Those are the only times I've ever happened though. That's kind of sick though.
I like to believe these stories because like I don't believe in ghosts, but if there were ghosts real, I think your mom would stick it around, giving you like, just check on you, make sure you're all right. I think that's nice. I like that.
I think
like
that's
that.
sick. I think when people like pass away and they have enough energy in the afterlife to like do stuff like that, I think it's dope.
That is dope.
I would haunt the fuck out of all y'all.
I know.
My family has a superstition based on like my grandparents, where they told my mom when they both passed away, like if she sees like a rainbow, that's like them looking down on her. And there's like been a bunch of times where like a rainbow has appeared, like my mom like got a new job and she like saw a rainbow after, or like she got some good news and there was like a rainbow like on the table from like a light refracting from something.
I like that.
So like
it's kind of nice in a way.
That's which is ghost adjacent, but that's more just like, I don't know, it's just so I kind of have that association.
I like that a lot though. That's like kind of a wholesome way to. I like that. Do we have any additional notes? Or is that it? Oh yeah.
No, they said nothing.
No.
Candii, I believe you're up.
Who are you? Bear, coffee, cake.
Here I am.
Here I am. Okay.
Here I am. More marshmallow for Papa, please.
I've been haunted by ghosts since I was a kid.
Okay.
I think
Going
I
to
was
piss.
even a part of a cult. But,
Wait, you want-
but it wasn't really?
Wait.
going.
Wait. Wait, what?
She wants to go pee-pee.
Oh, I thought she was like, okay. But to give context, I've had supernatural experiences while in that community group.
Sure.
Okay, that's all right.
Community group?
What
Cult?
group? The
What?
cult?
What is
cult?
that community group?
What is the community group? The cult?
The cult?
Yeah, a lot of questions here.
Things would
No,
move on their own. Strange dreams and the strangest phenomenon before even joining the group was the smiling ghost. Thing is, this ghost was haunting my mother before I was born. This is what the fuck is happening? It had white eyes, sharp teeth, and a smile wider than humanly possible. I wasn't the only one who saw it. My big sister and brother both saw the same creature. Described when we grew up. One night, when I shared a room with my younger sister, I saw it too. It opened my door. The bathroom's orange light that wasn't even on at first glowed behind it, showing its silhouette. I couldn't make out what it looked like entirely, but it was no mistake. White eyes, sharp teeth, and a smile wider than ever humanly possible.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You'd think I'd scream, maybe wake up, or even fight it off.
Is
Hold
this
on.
like a candy?
Maybe
Is this a
wake
candy?
up?
Is this like a candy story?
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Sure.
maybe wake up so they didn't wake up and they're dreaming. You'd think I'd
Sorry.
wake up, but I didn't. Okay, sorry. I just wanted. Okay.
I just want to clarify.
Just want to reiterate.
You'd think I'd scream, maybe wake up, or even fight it off. You know what I said? What? What you want?
Said
I
pussy.
said nothing.
What you want?
Yo! This
Yeah.
person rules. This person rules.
What
I
you
wasn't
want?
really afraid of it somehow.
Is that- wait, that's how it-
actually.
that's
I
how
was
it
annoyed.
Is that how it ends?
No, I'm
No,
still
there's
reading.
more.
I'm still
Oh,
reading.
sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. See you.
I'm sorry. My acting was too good. My bad.
Yeah, you got me enthralled. You got me locked in like a real shark, dude.
So what you want? It said nothing. I wasn't really afraid of it. Somehow, actually,
Hell yeah.
I was annoyed. It opened the door, letting the light wake me up. It just stared, and I continued, still annoyed. You want something to eat or what? Still
Here, Rose, I
nothing.
got something for you.
So in my groggy state,
I'm
I
a
just stood
Pringle.
around and said, if you don't want anything, close the damn door, and I fell asleep. Told my mom about the weird dream, and she freaked out along with my siblings. I was just mad they interrupted my street. Sleep, lol. Holy fuck.
Wait.
There it is.
Is there?
That's it.
Oh, is there like additional
Sorry,
notes?
guys.
Marshmallows.
Thank you for reading my spooky moments in my childhood. Love you guys. Y'all are so much fun to listen to on my day off work. I'll be lurking.
I'm sorry. So it sounds to me like a dream. No, was that not just a dream?
They said the light woke them up, and then
That's why I'm like they got
said that
woken
couldn't
up.
wake up, and then they said, but then they said they were awake. I think they were like half. I think they were in that half asleep state.
My guess is probably a sleep paralysis thing because I've had sleep paralysis before. I got treated for sleep apnea, and dude, you'll see some whack shit. So
I feel like humans are predisposed to find faces in things.
yes, they are actually.
So it's just like any shape that could. Dude, there's been times where I've woken up. Like I used to have a jacket on my back of my door or whatever, and I always thought it was a dude when I like woke up, and I was like, whoa, but it's just a jacket. Like that shit happens like a bunch of different.
Oh
ways.
yeah.
I didn't tell you guys this, but when I got back from the Shia buff me ghost hunt, I had a coat hang out my room, and I woke up sleep paralysis. And I thought it was like a shadow man, and I snapped myself out of it because I don't believe in ghosts. So I remember distinctly being like, "What's up, pussy? Beat it, kill me. If you're gonna do it now."
Do it,
Like-
make me believe.
I don't know if that's related to the story, but that just reinforces the fact that I'm not scared of nothing, dog. That last fucking ghost hunt, I tried to chase that demon. I don't give a fuck. I'm here for it.
I would chase a demon.
You chase it for different reasons. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ren Ryu. Thank you, Ren. Clappers for Ren. When I was 5, I used to see a old woman.
How do you
holding...
remember anything when you were 5? I'm sorry, I just don't.
You don't.
I
You
don't.
don't. I
I
don't.
don't know.
I genuinely don't. Okay.
I have memories of being 5.
Do you actually?
Wait, Kenny, you also were rich and had a yacht and like don't have trauma. So like I don't have to tell you.
I remember
Well,
this one
didn't
kid.
Candii go to bed with the dream machine every night so that it could
Yeah,
record onto, at that time, DVDs, but I think they've upgraded the software for like a
Yeah.
1.5 mil injection.
I love this bit so much.
I used to lay in bed and cry because I thought I was gonna die. Mostly.
From what? Money?
No, just like regular death stuff.
Oh.
Baby steroids.
But no, when I was in kindergarten, I used to go down the slide and this kid used to spit in my face every time I went down the slide, so I spat in his face and I got in trouble and he didn't.
That's
Wait, so-
stupid.
Remember
Wait,
that?
so
Wait, so you're gonna die?
Did
You're
you
gonna die
keep-
from that?
Wait, time out. Did you keep
No.
going down the slide as if to like taunt him to
Oh
spit
no,
on
it was
him?
just I went down once and then he was doing it to like anyone that went down the slide and then I just spat in his face. Oh, and when my dad put me in the sack and spun me around. That was the other memory gone.
Okay.
That sounds sick as fuck.
Candy's trauma does not hit the same way as Buff's trauma, dude. It does not hit the same way at
No,
all.
it's different. It's way different.
When I was 5, I used to see an old woman holding a dipper. Parentheses.
What's
The thing
what?
you use? Don't worry. Don't explain it. Parentheses. The thing you use to splash yourself with water.
What?
That doesn't help me. What are you talking about?
What?
On top the
What the
stairs
fuck is
leading to the second floor. It always, all caps, happened at sunset, and it repeats. A few years back, someone told me a rumor that an old woman died in the house. She was pushed into a well. Parentheses. Lucky I don't live there anymore. In parentheses, cat face.
Lamau.
Additional notes. Say hi to me. Hello. Hi, Ren. Hi, Ren. I'm confused. So, what happened?
Yo.
So an old woman died, and he was like, "Oh no!" And then he was like, "I
Old-
put dippers in my face," and that was
Old
it.
woman with the dipper.
All right,
Yeah.
that's sick, bro.
Yes.
Shia, take it away.
Who are you? Barikin.
Okay.
Barikin.
When I was young, around 8 years old, in my late home in South Central Georgia, the hallway leading from my room to the living had an ominous feeling to it. It was as if someone or something was watching whoever walked through there.
Mhm.
One day, I felt in my room someone ran through my hair and gently caressed my face
Fuck
and
yeah.
the scent of some old perfume.
Okay.
What's strange is the smell and feeling was not my mom. Sorry.
Okay. Why are we smelling his mom's?
Yeah, we're gonna glaze
the
past that. We're
Weird,
gonna
that's
glaze.
not mom.
Awkward.
It was strange as the smell and feeling was not my mom, as she worked nights as a nurse and my dad was out with his brother. I checked the clock in my room and it was flickering 10 p.m. As I got up to see if my parents were home, I
Up too
looked
late.
outside my bedroom door, and in the middle of the hallway was a woman I have never seen before.
Oh, awful.
Standing at the end of the hallway was a woman in what looked like an old pioneer type clothes.
Awful.
A dress that looked withered and wet, and her skin was pale and sickly.
Ugh.
Her face had this empty yet soft look in her eyes. As I stared at her, I froze as she turned and went to my parents' room, smiling as she never took her eyes off of
You
me.
just whacked Candy's knee.
Sorry, Danny.
I went
Get it,
into
wench.
my sister's
Go.
room. I went into my sister's room, who was 4 years younger than me, and she
Okay.
asked me if the sad lady was still out there.
Gross.
I told her I told she was out there, but went into our parents' room. That night,
Okay.
I slept in my sister's room and didn't feel
Okay.
comfortable sleeping
Well, I
alone
got
that
really
night.
scared when you said slept in sister and then like kind of paused. Like scared me a
My
little bit.
sister room.
Yeah.
Between
Slept
the
in
mom.
my sister room, yeah.
That's why we read it bar for bar, gang.
Later on that night, I don't remember what time it was, but I felt the same cold, soft hand touching my hair and face again. I kept my eyes closed and
Awful.
wanted whoever it was to go away. And then I heard in a soft whisper in my ear saying, "Sleep well." I
Ew.
opened my eyes and looked
That's
around in the dark
gross.
room of my sister and felt a sudden chill run down my back.
Ew.
It was as if this thing was still there, as my sister had a teddy bear in a rocking chair on her dresser. I heard it rocking back and forth on its own as I woke up.
Ew.
I'll end the story with this ghost woman, whomever she was, kept making her presence known all the way until my sister and I left the home and never came back as adults.
Huh.
Anything
the
else you'd
fuck?
like to say to us? Love y'all's content and always enjoy PapaMutt's ghost hunt videos.
Yay!
Ooh.
That's gross. That sucks. That's
Yeah.
yucky. I know it was like poorly worded a few times, but like that's yucky. I don't like
Yeah.
that one. I don't like that one.
Yeah,
That's weird.
It's always spooky, but what always throws me off is just like, hey, when I was 5 years old, when I was 6 years
Yeah,
old, and then like I have spooky stories from when I was a child too, but like now older, I'm like, oh my god, no, I was just like half asleep. Like
I'm waiting
stupid.
for the one that was like when I was 43 years old. It's like, oh okay.
Oh
Well,
my
now,
god, dude, that's
now,
gonna shake me
now,
up.
Yeah.
now we're about to get fucked up. Let's get some energy in the chat
Nice.
for Rose's last reprieve here.
Give me your energy, motherfuckers!
You're a demon.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Just in general.
It's from Arcticos Lustra, and
Clappers
they
in
wrote
chat.
a goddamn fucking essay.
All right, everyone, clappers in chat and get yourself ready emotionally for one of these.
Sit the fuck down. It's a doozy. I haven't read it at all. I just know it's long.
It is tradition. We always get one that's really long. So let me get my marshmallow in there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
This is a little long and wordy, but here's my ghost story.
Fuck yeah, I'm ready.
Just a note. This isn't the longest one that we're gonna have to read. There's
No
two
fucking
more,
way.
and they're both longer than this one.
That's
So-
crazy.
What? It's okay, I got it.
All
In
right.
the summer of 2011, my grandmother had to be moved into a memory care facility, leaving her house empty for the first time since 1955. My grandfather passed away in 1985, 6
Okay.
years before I was born. Well, now I know when you were born. Docs. Anyway.
Stocks. We have your permission. We got
But
you.
my grandmother claimed numerous times to have seen my grandfather pacing in the living room or sitting at the desk in his office, even hearing him down at his workbench. Like
Okay.
most people from that generation, they were both smokers. Ill. I told my dad that my friends and I would move in and do all the basic work before we began renovations.
Sure.
Ripping up carpet, pulling tack strips, and cleaning nearly 30 years of built-up nicotine tar
Gross.
from multiple
Ew.
packs of unfiltered
Oh.
cigarettes smoked every day for over 40 years.
That sucks.
After a solid 2 weeks of scrubbing with industrial-strength degreaser and 4 coats of oil-based primer, the smell of Chesterfields finally left the house, well, mostly. Occasionally, we would catch it accompanied by a cold spot, just enough to make the hair on your arms or neck stand up. We thought nothing of it, as by this time, it was fall in Minnesota. Doxed. In an old house, drafts happen. Maybe the smell was just infused into everything. The lay of the house made it so you could walk a full circle around the 1950s Rambler, with the back sliding door, nice, one of the office doors, and the basement door making a U of doors, that's a lot of doors, with
That's a
the
lot of
openings
doors.
leading straight to
A lot
the
of doors
breakfast
happening.
nook. It happened to me and my roommate's girlfriend. For her, it was while she was sitting at the breakfast nook having coffee when she got a whiff of it, the cold draft, but then followed by my grandmother's name whispered in behind her as the basement door
Ew.
creaked open. For
I don't
me,
like that.
I was pulling up peel and stick tile from the 50s, probably asbestos covered, but that's a different story. When I got that whiff of smoke, a cold chill, and then not a whisper, but an audible real name from the top of the basement steps. Assuming it was just my grandma's neighbor, I shouted back, "What's up, Larry?" Doxed. No response. I walked upstairs,
Larry.
did a full,
Larry,
did a full
you
sweep
son of
of
a
the
bitch.
house. I was standing in the middle of the kitchen when I got the smell again, and then I heard the creak of the basement door and footsteps going down the stairs. I cautiously let out a Larry as I looked out the sliding glass door, which is 3 feet from the basement door, to see Larry walking down.
Larry, come to your hand.
As I looked out the sliding sliding glass door, which is 3 feet from the basement door, to see Larry walking down the alleyway with his dog, an actively decaying Chihuahua/Shih Tzu type.
Hey, what the?
Oh, jeez. What
Jesus.
the
Hey.
Holy shit! An
What the fuck are you doing,
actively
Whaley?
decaying
What?
Chihuahua/Shih Tzu type thing. That was enough for me. That was enough for me.
This person's like a novelist, dude.
I was gonna give you a comment,
Oh,
Chatter,
God.
for your well-written thing until you said actively decaying. That's crazy to say.
That was enough for me
Cheers.
to scramble out into the backyard. Larry seeing me trip over myself to get away from the house. We chat and he says, "Oh yeah, that's happened to me before when I'd visit your grandma. Voice sounds kind of like your grandpa." They were the occasional odd happenings after that. Moving keys, the smell of cigarettes, but all of it stopped when my grandma passed away a couple years later.
Ah.
Fucking Larry.
Wait, I've heard of like stuff where like the like let's say the grandpa passed away, so that he's waiting for the grandma kind of situation. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I think that's sweet. Like if I died right now, I'd be chilling until Mari dies. I'd be like, Mari, hurry up!
Hurry the fuck up, jeez.
I'm so
Louise.
bored. No, that's both gross and cute. Also, really well written. A little too well written.
Good job,
Clappers.
Arcticos Lustra, yeah.
Chatters, let's get some clappers in chat.
And stop doxing yourself.
All right, Buff. You are one of the stories left. Let's get some excitement for Buff.
Thank you.
boy, Buff.
I've been like, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been fitting the vibe of like the stream the entire time. Every time it changes, I've been changing the
No,
aura of the
I
models.
think it's really. I mean, you have a campfire as a part of your motif anyway, so this makes sense that you'd be able to do that, and that fits
Yeah.
really well. That we're here with the campfires.
I don't think you understand. I've done 8 different things. Your
Yeah, it's
camera's fucking
impressive.
up right now, so now
Dude,
I'm
your
like
camera's going
so
wild.
I'm pixelating it. I'm
Whoa.
pixelating ourselves so we match the camera vibe.
Yeah.
It actually looks like a fucking SCP, like one of
I
Shia's,
know, right?
when he watches those like really dog shit ass, like it looks like it's happening to that. I have the GoPro,
Bro, my ass
the
is
GoPro Pro Black 12, and it does not do super hot with dark environments.
I have 6 filters on right now to match your camera, so I hope you're happy.
I could put on a light, but I don't know if that's gonna be ruin the mood or not.
No.
Okay, I'm going back. My bad,
your
gang.
You
ass back
sit
down.
your ass down!
Hey, my bad, gang. My bad,
Okay,
gang.
this
Hey.
one's from Fenris Star. This is my
Good luck,
ghost
Buff.
story. I don't like to tell. If
Oh.
it's true, and evil things find you, and more you speak of them. I grew
Okay.
up in a small Oregon town. Docs.
Okay.
My children's home was on a small street in a miniature valley. Docs. The
Okay.
road ended in a big round area where cars could turn around. Docs. You guys
Doxed.
live in a cul-de-sac. My
Yeah,
house
cul-de-sac,
was
got
right
it.
before the rounded area on the right side. Docs. I know where you are. Directly across.
I'm behind you, behind you.
Directly across the turnaround, up onto the left, there was a valley that ended in a creek went underground. My house was on the steep hill, Docs, like 45-degree driveway. Dude, you're just telling me where you
Why
live.
are you doxing
what are you? You're
yourself?
doxing yourself, dog.
So my mom would ask me to do things like get the mail, bring up the trash cans. As fall hit, it would become completely dark after 5 p.m. and fog would build up as it get colder. You live in Silent Hill. One night when getting the Silent Hill, Pennsylvania, that's where you
I
live.
hate you. I
figured it
hate you.
out.
Shut up. I hate you. Shut up. I hate you.
I noticed small pitch black rounds over the end of the creek. Gotta be raccoons, right? Well,
Right.
time went on. It got darker and colder. I noticed them for a few times, but they were always just a little bit bigger. One night, it was pitch black and the fog was already building. There was only a dim yellow street light near the creek end, and we had no neighbors who lived on that side. I
Sure.
was getting the mail. What, at like 6 p.m.?
Yeah,
know-
what the? Well, I mean, okay,
the
sure.
fuck?
Sure. Some
Brother.
folks, start their day late.
Actually,
It's
you know
fine.
what? I did that the other day. I went out at like 10 p.m. and I got my mail. You know that sensation when you're being watched? I felt that, but then it became menacing. I had a feeling that someone starting right up to my left shoulder, pure unbridled hate. Something wanted me dead, and it was coming
Ew.
from the end of the creek.
It's
I
me.
could barely
I don't know
move.
you. I'm sorry.
It's me. I doxed you. But I turned slowly to look around. About 6 feet tall, pitch black, a rounded area like a head with a long black body and bright red eyes. I was like a kid in the 90s, and this was actually before the things of Spirit Away and Dark Souls came before us.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey, gang, I'm older. I know the nights are like. Don't worry. Thank you.
Don't worry.
I
It
got
looks
you
so
locked
much like
in.
a humanity phantom from Dark Souls. A
I don't know what that
humanity
is.
phantom?
I don't know what that is.
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
Video games.
I couldn't move. Its focus on me was like a hand holding me down on my left shoulder. I began to notice more of them surrounding the end of the creek.
There's like multiple of them. Oh.
I guess so. An evil had
Ew.
formed. I took all my willpower and ran up the driveway to my room. I slept
Good.
with the lights on that night, but I could still see them out there, like a buzzing sound from the one direction of the creek end. I still remember it vividly. After this event, a house was built right next to the creek end. I remember above their front door, they had a beautiful stained glass window composed of these circles and leaves. The spirits disappeared and the sensation went away. I eventually told an older friend of the story. Oh, the new house, it must have been the Wiccans. Docs, I know your nobody's name.
What the fuck? The Wiccans?
Well, I also know their last name now, so.
That's
I have
presumptive.
no
that-
idea.
That's not a okay. You know,
Hey, wait,
Wiccans?
Buff. Do you think the Wiccans is a last name?
that's not a last name.
What is it?
No.
Well, okay, so it's a practice of the not the occult per se, but it's a practice of like spirituality that goes beyond. Think
I
of
don't know anything
like.
about that.
Okay, let me
It's
break it
a
down. to you.
witchcraft.
Google says
Yeah.
that it's a modern pagan, syncretic, earth-centered religion.
I'm
Think
gay. I
of
don't know
like
anything about that.
you should. That's what the
Modern
gays do
witchcraft.
is paganism and fucking.
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure Wicca is like an offshoot of witchcraft that was like
Yeah.
founded in the 70s by some dudes. I made a grimoire one time, so like I was in it.
Did you actually?
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah,
Can-
like I got like a leather journal and I wrote everything out by hand with like a fucking ink and pen and shit. And then I lost it in a move.
Can I be real with you, gang? I think that in a parallel universe in which Candii went to my high school, we would have been pals because I also made a grimoire.
The only time, no, I've only done like a spell when I was angry at someone.
Did you get off Etsy?
No, I just looked at.
Did
I
it
looked up-
work?
Oh yeah, it did.
Oh,
I
my
wanna
bad.
hear about that one day.
Hey, girl, my bad. Hey, yeah, Buff, you're majestic and
Yeah, don't
amazing.
fuck with her, so she's gonna curse you, bitch.
Hey, Buff, you're really cool, and I hope the best for you. And
Thank you.
I would like to point out Candelen's comment, which just says Tism Twins, which is now the third Twitch chat today. I have been called autistic.
Candii, if it's any consolation, as someone who is autistic and hangs out with Froggy all the time, you're not alone in this journey, dog.
I
Candii,
hung
don't
out
worry.
with Haruka ages ago, and after we hung out, she sent me the RADS test for autism.
Fuck,
Sorry.
sorry. All you have to say is Haruka, and I fucking knew the autism was coming.
Yeah, peer review.
Oh.
Haruka sent me that quiz. I got like a 190 out
Peer
of Tuesday.
review.
I got a really high score, and then
Holy shit.
Hey, it wasn't.
recently-
It wasn't 190. It was like 260. It was like so
Dude,
high.
I took that again
Rose-
recently.
Rose
and
was
I got
190.
a 90 something.
Yeah.
Not even a
my
100.
bad.
100. I was 191 out of 260. Recently, I was hanging out with Froggy, and then Froggy said something to the effect of, "It's really nice hanging out with someone that has like is neurodivergent, like autism and stuff." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
now that's points to Papa, points to me, points to
Candii.
Papa.
There's a reason why every Real Shorts night, it's almost exclusively me, you, and Froggy, guaranteed. I'm just saying, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Like,
Papa holds your hands.
What I learned is that they believe in the spirits cannot cross flowing water. Aimless spirits are not tied to one location and wander up and down rivers looking for a way around so that they can move onto the afterlife. Locations like the creek tend to become the focal point as it's where spirits tend to congregate or collect. I now lived all over. I remember feeling the same sensation in places such as Hawaii. Every so often, I find myself in a place and I feel that sensation behind me and I leave immediately.
This was a well-written story, to its credit.
I do
I like
want to
this
point
one.
out that they made a typo and Buff read it correctly instead of incorrectly, and I was actually like,
Buff!
damn, you go, girl.
I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. You
I
can't
know,
have me reach
but
it.
no, I'm excited that you read it correctly, though, is the thing. But
Yeah,
they
but the
said,
fucked up part about dyslexia is that you can put it backwards and I'd still read it correctly. I gotta make us a little blurry because Papa's a little blurry. Hold on, wait, I got this.
Yeah, of course.
It's just degrading over
I have.
time.
I've been degrading. There's 6 different things on here.
Yeah.
Buff, you are setting a standard that will not be replicated. Candii, you are the second to last story of the evening, Candii.
Friends, before you begin, I must
Yes.
depart our spooky night. I'm
I
sorry.
miss
I
you,
can't
Shia.
attend the
fuck?
final 2. I'm so sorry.
Be free, bitch. Get out of
I
here.
love you.
I love you too, man.
I love
Aw.
I love
Stop. I do love you. Aw. Wow.
Yander Egg is their name.
Okay.
Your
Hi,
story.
Eric. Hi.
Trigger warning. British. That's what it says.
We have to do
Okay,
this one.
so my family lives near a church, right? And usually
Right.
we'd walk our
Yeah.
dog
Yeah.
around it, It's
Right,
like a really old church.
An old
dating back to the
fucking
13th century or
preacher,
something.
yeah, old preacher,
Yeah.
yeah.
It also has a graveyard with tombstones that date
May-
far as back as 1700s.
May they rest in Valhalla, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Valhalla is fucking like heaven for fucking Vikings and shit, yeah.
Oh, Valhalla. I thought you said.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I thought you said.
Don't
but
worry. Sorry, continue. I'll be quiet. You continue. Sorry.
My fam forgot to walk my dog that day, so they'd asked me to do it before I went to bed. So in the dark, we went off walkies.
Walkies.
Usually it's pretty low key at night there, but this time I could hear choir singing. Pretty weird, isn't it? So I did. Again, walkies in it is actually what we're saying.
Yeah.
I did the usual horror movie move and went over to the church because it's late at night. Why would you practicing choir so late?
I agree. Yeah, agree. Yeah.
I remember my dog actually stopping and keeping distance from said church as I approached, choir still singing. Something I also didn't really notice until I got closer was there was no lights on the inside.
No fucking lights here. Yeah.
It was just dark.
It's just fucking dark, yeah. It's fucking blurry out in the eyes. You can't see nothing, yeah.
The only reason I could see was the lights on the path were illuminated. Then when I almost was at the front door, I accidentally stepped on a twig, causing a snap.
Oh,
Not a big one, honestly, but a sound nonetheless.
All right, snap. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't worry.
Cause a bloody snap it did. At that moment, the choir immediately stopped singing. It was just silence for about 3 seconds or so. It was dead air. And then I heard a shuffling inside, like a group
Dead
of
air.
I hate Candii so much, dude. I'm dying.
No, you don't.
Why? At that moment, I
my
ran.
God.
I sprinted so fast back to home with my dog. I was
fuck
practically
me.
dead when I got home.
Oh,
I
right, yeah.
couldn't have been more scared of anything that actually happened, bro.
Right, yeah, bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Haunted church with a creepy ass choir. Anything else?
No,
you'd like to say to
it says creepy choir.
anything
then
else
they-
you'd like to say to us? I farted.
3 things. First off, fuck you, Candii. Second off, shout out to any British person who can take the piss about the fact that they're British. I love you guys. I love the fact that you just get the joke. Third, I do not know what happened to this story. I was too busy laughing at Candii's ass, dude. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was not listening at all. So, Candii, what's the TLDR?
Alright, so there was like a choir.
You motherfucker, stop!
I'm doing an Australian accent
Yeah.
instead.
I do need someone to send me the last. It's very fitting I have the last story of the night as the hostess here. May someone send me the last story?
Yeah.
Okay. No,
Okay.
Candii, there's no
No, that's
way.
literally what it says. That's literally all it says.
I want to read this story, and then we'll do the actual last story.
Okay,
This story
you're so strong.
comes to us from Anonymous. We don't know. They have nothing else they want to say, and all they said was, your mom. That fucking rules.
Crazy. What a crazy sentence.
That
Fish.
rules. That rules. That. Hey,
Crazy.
let's have some clappers for that guy. The last story of the night comes to us from Jay Loyal. This is not precisely a quote-unquote ghost story, but it involves something eerie that I had never been able to explain. I grew up in the northwestern Wisconsin. One autumn there, bud, whenever I was in high school, my family took me the weekend up north and see the fall colors. I'm on the Minnesota Lowell shore. Parentheses, Google it. It's beautiful that time of year. We booked a night at the old Radisson there hotel in Duluth, and the Radisson is a little unique. Okay, I gotta stop. Sorry, Minnesota. Sorry. The Radisson is a little unique in that it's a cylindrical building with the rooms all around the outside and a single central shaft. Nice. In the middle for elevators and such.
Sick.
Our room, radical. Our room is on the 3rd floor. After staying the night, we woke up early the next morning. Parentheses, the spookiest time of day. Shut up. Shut up. Packed up our bags and went to the elevator downstairs for breakfast before heading out. Except, ellipses. The elevator was taking a long time.
Oh
my
my God.
mom, younger brother, I hate you.
Your
Younger
mom?
brother, my mom, younger brother, and I got fed up and decided to take the stairs, while my dad stayed to wait for the elevator. The 3 of us walked down the central column of the hotel, found an emergency exit staircase directly above the elevators, and went inside. You guys can't go in that. You know that, right? It was a typical emergency exit staircase. All concrete walls, metal railings, floors, numbers painted outside each door, and an echoey as a cave. We headed down 1 level,
Sick.
saw the two painted on the wall with an arrow pointing left towards the exit of the door for the second floor. We went down another level and saw the one paint of the wall with arrow pointing this towards the exit for the door of the first floor. There we go. We went down the last level and saw in a big green letters the word exits with an arrow pointing to the left, pointing to a blank concrete wall.
Concrete.
Okay.
Concrete.
We were confused.
Apartment.
But decided to keep going down to maybe an exit on the next floor and then come back up and went down 2 more flights of stairs, but there were no more numbers and no more exit doors. Okay. At this point, we're presumably 2 floors below ground level, and my mom and brother wanted to go back up and take the elevator. I still had hope, so I asked them to wait while I checked down 1 more flight of stairs. No exits. I went halfway down the next staircase, peeked my head around the railing, and saw that it did indeed come down for another floor, -4 below ground level, with it still no exits. We all said screw it and headed back towards the first floor, and then to the elevator down the ground level where, of course, our dad was waiting for us, wondering what had taken so long. After breakfast, we decided to double check the emergency staircase while my dad checked us out of the hotel. We did a lap around the entire main floor of the central column and found only one emergency staircase, directly opposite of the elevators. When we opened the door, we saw the same green exit word painted on the wall with an arrow pointing left of the doorway we were standing in it. And directly ahead of us, 3 steps leading down the solid concrete floor. There was nothing below ground level. We'd gone 3 flights of stairs that didn't exist. This is the kind of shit you see in an SCP, dog. This is like some straight, like found footage, SCP, Blair Witch shit, homie. It sounds genuinely like you found a liminal space. I'm not even like being a Joshua right now. It just sounds like you found.
badass.
Yeah, it sounds fucking cool, but it sounds like you could have gone down forever. No, that's cool. I like that. That's not ghost story, but it's still spooky. And everybody, give it up for our.
Happy.
Dude, when I started clapping, a cricket's like behind me, like just like cricketing really hard.
Disintegrated.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can
god.
I interrupt before we end?
Please.
I was skimming through the anything else you'd like to say to us column because I was curious if there's anything silly, and someone said buff plug when, and then someone else said, you are all wonderful people, creators, and inspirations. PapaMutt, you are a stinky gay dog, and I couldn't imagine life without you being on the internet. Buff, you can doggy style me anytime.
Nice.
No problem.
Hey,
I got you.
I dabbed you back up. Chatter. Hell yeah. Mad
Shout
at
out
you
to
first.
Dagniels for that one.
Yo, Dag, I was mad at you at first, but then you said some whack shit at the end. I dap you up. Hell yeah. So, for the 3 remaining survivors here, Rose, Buff, and Candii, are you
Yes.
believers of the paranormal after this
No.
evening?
I'm still on my 80-20.
Okay.
I'm
No.
gonna say yes, 100% real, and nothing else is real.
Wow. I
I'm
love the
thinking
free
about
Candii.
concrete now. Concrete.